Hey everyone, this is Mark.
And I'm Barbara.
We are Wiki Design.
And we have another autocomplete video for you today. So what we do in these videos is we go to Google or YouTube and we type in a search phrase and answer your autocomplete questions. Today we're going to type in the phrase, is my website. That's the phrase we're going to type in, and we have no idea what the answers are going to suggest, so let's just get started. Okay, the first one, is my website down? I sure hope not.
So there's a few really useful tools that I use to make sure our websites aren't down. One of them is called What's My DNS. This one's really cool because what it will do is search all around the world from different computers or servers to see if your website is down or not. That's a good one. The other one is down for everyone or just me. That one you just plug in a domain and it will check. It's a similar thing, but yeah, there's some really good tools out there to make sure your website is not down.
So what do they do if their website is down?
Usually it's a million different things, but usually you start with your hosting provider, check from there. If not, then it might be a local issue where your WordPress installation or a plugin could be causing a problem. But
a lot of different
start
things.
At your hosting company. Yeah, it could be something outside of their control. So start with them, then just troubleshoot from there. The next question, is my website ADA compliant? I hope so. It's a really important thing to make sure that your website is compliant. There is two different websites I recommend to check out. It's called Wave and A-Checker. So what you do is you go to these websites, put in your URL, and it will crawl your website and give you any issues it sees when it comes to any sort of ADA compliance, accessibility issues, or anything like that. So I recommend you check out those two different websites, and I'll also throw a link in the description below. I wrote a blog article about why this is a very important thing for your website.
Okay, the next question, is my website mobile friendly? That's another thing that we hope it is, because this is something that is really important. People are looking at your website on their phone, and it's something that Google definitely takes into consideration. They have mobile first indexing now, so you really need to make sure that your website looks good on a phone, and there's tools that you can use to check to make sure that they do look great on mobile devices. You can talk more about that.
Google has their own tool, as you can see right here. You just put in your URL and it will tell you if it has any issues crawling your website. If you don't have what they call Google Search Console active, you can go ahead in here and it will give you the same type of information. So if you are managing your website, you want to make sure that Google can crawl your website, you need to get your Google Search Console set up and configured, because whenever there is an issue, they're going to email you. So if there's anything that goes wrong, you can get an email.
It's a really great resource and a really great tool.
So you don't have to keep going to tools like this. They will just tell you when there's a problem.
It's really nice.
Next one, is my website name available? Yeah, there's tons of tools out there that will give you the ability to search for available website names. One of them is, what is it? Instant domain search. Instant domain search is fun because it will give you the results in real time. You can go to other services like a GoDaddy, but you have to manually type in your URL and then usually a robots file. It's too long of a process. So
instant domain search is cool because it'll show you immediately whether or not the URL is taken. So we like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. Sometimes you could just get bored and just go on there and see what's available. So I don't know. Sometimes you can get fun websites.
Yeah. Okay, the next one, is my website blacklisted? That sounds kind of scary. I'm going to let Mark answer this because this is a geeky question.
So normally when your website's blacklisted, that means that something happened to your website or your server. And in most cases, this is a spam issue. So for example, if your website got hacked or something and there was a script that just started sending thousands of emails off of your server, your whole server could be blacklisted, or just your IP or your domain, depending on how things are set up. But there's two different tools I recommend you can go into and just check to see if your website's been blacklisted, and it's called MX Toolbox and Ultra Tools, I believe it is. So you go to these websites, you put your domain in there, and they were going to run it through a whole bunch of different companies that will actively look for any malicious URLs or anything.
So that's it for this video. If you have any more questions about websites, hacking, server stuff, any of the things that we talked about in this video, leave a comment down below and maybe we'll answer them in a future video. If you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. Bye!
Bye.